I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your stripes. Okay. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your stripes movement to support hiring vets. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your stripes movement to support. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your stripes movement to support hiring vets. Go to the show, yourstripes.org. Go to the show, yourstripes.org. Go to showyourstripes.org. Go to showyourstripes.org. A website that connects veterans with employees and helps businesses. Okay. The website that connects veterans with employers and helps businesses find candidates with the best training. I'm Floyd Mayweather, and I've joined Heart Radio for the show. Your Stripes movement.
Hey freaks, it's Friday, April 19th, 2019. Coming up on the program today, let's celebrate the resurrection of Christ with some egg porn. Plus, 19-year-old Dudebros try to sucker you into a pyramid scheme, Asians forced to wipe a fat man's ass, and bad AI-produced music. All coming up today.
You either got a cock or a cunt. You know what I'm saying? To put it bluntly. Or cuntly.
How did we get to that?
Did you shake it up? Did you shake it up?
It's the Distorted View Show with Tim Henson.
All right, Tim back here one more time as we end the week with the Friday program. Earlier this week, we were talking a little bit about Don Lepre. He was that douchebag you'd see on your television if you happened to be up at 3 a.m. He wanted to make you rich using his system. Still, after all these years, I'm not exactly clear how you're going to become a millionaire just by taking out small classified ads. Had something to do with 900 numbers. And then, shortly before he committed suicide, he got involved in, a pyramid scheme. He's going to get you rich using and selling vitamins. I've created an amazing vitamin. This is the same guy who was peddling 900 numbers. Start your own horoscope business. 3 years later, you see him selling a vitamin that he says he's concocted himself? Who falls for this shit? Idiots. And broke-ass depressed people. I mean, think about it. There's a reason these things air in the middle of the night. Okay, yes, it's cheaper to air them at 4 a.m. than, 2 in the afternoon. But the people that are up at 4 a.m. are either getting home from a shitty job or they don't have a shitty job and they're stressing out over it. They can't sleep. And then, they turn on the TV and they hear, how would you like to be a millionaire in 7 days? Just hand over your credit card information to one of my operators. One of the methods these guys would use, and a lot of them did, I think Tony Robbins did this, Don Lepre did it, right? They would describe what their life was like before they started this amazing business. And it sounds a lot like the near suicidal schlubs who are watching these infomercials, right? I was overweight. I was unhappy, depressed. I couldn't sleep. I had no money in my bank account. I had to sell all of my living room furniture. I would eat dog food in the corner and then defecate in the other corner. Oh my God, he's basically me. I'm currently very obsessed, not so much with infomercials anymore, but I am obsessed with multi-level marketing / pyramid schemes. I saw this awesome documentary on Netflix called Betting on Zero. It's all about the company Herbalife, right? And this hedge fund manager who's like, oh my God, this company is the worst. It's a pyramid scheme. It's ruining lives. I'm going to bet, and I don't know how this works on the stock market, but I'm going to bet against this company. Bet that this company will fail. Because it has to. Like, there's no way this thing is sustainable. And then the majority of the documentary is following around people whose lives have been destroyed by this company. Now, Herbalife is a pyramid scheme that sells, like, vitamins, supplements, that type of shit. It's been around for ages. And the problem with these long-running pyramid schemes is that areas get tapped out. There's no one left to work under you. So let's say you sign up, right, with Herbalife. The whole point is you want to get people working underneath you. So you got to try to get other people to sell Herbalife. But there's not a lot of people left in your area that would be interested in it. They're either selling it themselves, they sold it at some point and lost a lot of money, or they're too smart to be part of a dumb pyramid scheme. So the company has been, and the company was making record profits. And they're like, well, how the hell is that happening if the company's so old? It's because they keep expanding into new markets overseas or finding new markets here in the United States in the form of undocumented Mexicans. They're not all undocumented, but they did go to like poor Hispanic areas. These people don't have a pot to piss in, and they're promised like thousands of dollars in commissions every month. There's like a lot of like poor women getting suckered into this bullshit, right? But then there was one case of one guy. He's like, I don't know, Mexican or something, and he owned his own business, a legit construction business. He had people working for him. And another Mexican dude, right, comes into his life and is like, hey, this construction game is for suckers. You need to get into the powdered protein shake market. Have you heard of Herbalife? And the guy he shut down his construction business, turned the office he was working from into like an Herbalife off, lost everything. They show these people's houses, and it's just from floor to ceiling filled with Herbalife products that they can't sell. As a person who sells Herbalife, you've got to buy all of your stuff from Herbalife, and you have to buy a certain amount every month. So if you can't sell it, what happens? You just leave it in your house to rot, I guess. So I've got a clip here of a couple guys giving a presentation for the pyramid scheme that they're involved with, Vemma. The guys giving the presentation, though, aren't exactly dressed for success. One of them is in like a Chicago Bulls jersey. They're giving the presentation in their parents' house. They've gathered some prospective suckers. By the way, Vemma no longer exists. The company was ordered to pay $238 million in fines. Let's take a listen to this mind-blowing pitch for Vemma.
All right, well, that's exactly why we're here. We're here for Vemma.
Vemma.
Me and Jesse, we're sitting in the same place you guys were a couple weeks ago. Have no idea why we're here, what we're doing, and we just came to learn literally about Vemma. It's a great opportunity, make a lot of money, and everybody that's here that took the step to come here, it's the first step in success in this business. It's said that 80% of success is just showing up, so me and Jesse are here to bring the other 20% of that success. So you get 100% used to the ideas and motives.
Steve-O is giving this pitch, I guess,
of this company, so you have what it takes to be successful in it. There's people in this company making a lot of money, and it's all performance-based, so it's not, you have the chance to make a lot of money. Alex Morton, that guy in the video, he's a millionaire, 23 years old. Jesse will be...
Oh, you can hear one of the guys listening to this pitch snickering and laughing throughout the whole thing.
Soon, he's going to get there, right? And Colin here, he's not even in yet, and he's unbelievable. But yeah, this company gives you opportunities to reach your goals.
Thankfully, this guy is just the opening act. Soon the heavy hitter comes out, and he's not going to take any bullshit from the audience. Snickering.
Like I was saying, you guys, this is a life-changing opportunity. This isn't just an opportunity. This is a life-changing opportunity that we have here. Honestly, if you go through with it, it's going to change your life for the better. 100% for the better. I want you guys to be excited right now, because I'm excited. This is a life-changing thing here, you guys.
Why does no one seem to believe you? I feel like they gathered all of their friends together and lied to them. Like, hey, we're going to go out to the club tonight. Let's meet at my house. But before we go, there's one thing I wanted to talk to you about. Vemmo.
You're here to learn about this.
Vemmo.
So sit here with an open mind. Put your phones away for 10 seconds. This is 30 minutes out of your day.
You said 10 seconds. Now we gotta listen to you babble for 30 minutes?
I'm sure you guys wasted 30 minutes doing other shit that you probably didn't want to do.
Yeah.
So just listen to what I have to say. I'm gonna tell you on...
What a way to sell this. I know you don't want to be here.
How I got here, why I'm doing this, and then I'll briefly go over what this is all about. Pretty much how I got here is through the law of attraction. If any of you guys don't know what the law of attraction is, the law of attraction is what, pretty much states what man's thoughts are, that's exactly what he becomes. So if your thoughts...
Is that the law of attraction?
...are full of debt, being poor, unhealthy, illness...
I think you're referring to The Secret. Like, you put it out there, and then the universe will give you whatever you're putting out there.
Negative things, that's exactly what your life's going to be. It's going to be full of negative stuff. I'm sure you guys know people that talk of illness a lot and are sick a lot.
Most of these people are sick because they've used our product. There's currently some pending lawsuits. But you know what? They're losers. Their bodies are weak. We're looking for strong winners. Let me fast forward. Let's get deep into this.
If you don't have money, this is for you. If you don't have time, freedom,
I don't have that.
This is for you. Because this is going to get you financial freedom and time freedom, and you're going to live the life you always wanted to.
Selling smoothies.
So I enrolled on that day, and then I got the $840 by enrolling 5 people.
It's interesting that he says, if you have no money, if you're a broke-ass bitch, this program is for you. However, you gotta pay $600 in a starter pack. That's to get your business started with all sorts of Venmo products to sell. Then, every month you have to buy another $150. Just like that Herbalife thing. Let's move on. Real quick, one last clip.
We're good at social networking.
Oh, no.
We grew up with things such as iPhones, Skype.
Yeah, this is their number one way to advertise, they're suggesting. Facebook.
We got TVs, we got Facebook, we got Twitters, we got Instagrams.
They're part of the reason why social networks suck so much now. Every 5th post is from a middle-aged woman talking about having her paparazzi party or her Scentsy candle party or just bragging about her home business. I can't tell you how many posts I've seen where it's like, someone I knew from high school and it's like, "Hi, huns. I'm totally crushing it with my new home-based business selling essential oils. I'm my own boss babe, and I'm really helping people live their best life. If you need some lavender or orange peel, if you're feeling suicidal or you have cancer, hit me up. Or, yes, I'm currently looking for just 15 new recruits who all want to take control of their lives and be their own boss. Hit me up." There's a company selling essential oils called Young Living. Again, it's a pyramid scheme, right? And they've got a binder full of essential oils and what they're supposed to do. This cannot be legal. The binder says, if you are a victim of physical abuse, here's what you need. 2 to 3 drops of Sarah and forgiveness oil over the abuse area where your husband popped you in the face. You're going to want to just spread a few drops of essential oil around that area and the navel. I don't know why, but it's very important essential oil gets inside your belly button. If you are a victim or survivor of parental, sexual, or ritual abuse, good God. If you live in a cult-like environment, apply 1 to 3 drops of Sarah over the area where abuse took place. Then forgiveness, trauma life, release, joy, and present time. Those are all essential oil blends. There's stuff for spousal abuse. If you've got feelings of revenge, if you're suicidal, this is just begging for lawsuits. Oh, and it's just full of bullshit. A protection. These are like spells. When I was a teenager, I bought that Modern Witches spell book, and they're like, here's a protection and balance spell. Apply 1 to 2 drops of white angelica on each shoulders, and then drops of harmony and valor and frankincense. And this is all to set the DNA blueprint. Yeah, it's resetting your DNA, these essential oils. Good fucking grief. This is insanity. If you want to see these people in action, there's a great subreddit called Anti-MLM, multi-level marketing, Anti-MLM, and there are people that are just posting screenshots. It's mostly screenshots of friends on Facebook who are somehow involved with pyramid schemes. All right, let's move on now. This Sunday is Easter. What's the first thing that comes to your mind when I say Easter? Obviously, okay, well, Jesus and the Easter Bunny, maybe. What's the third thing that comes to mind? Not ham. No. Okay, it's probably ham. But somewhere on that list, eggs. Easter eggs, right? I thought it might be fun to go on Pornhub and XTube and see what type of festive Easter pornography I could find for you. Guess what? There's a lot of porn that involves eggs. For some reason, there seems to be a little known and little practiced fetish. So far, I've seen 2 guys into this. This is where you smash eggs onto yourself while jerking off. And I've got an example here. This guy is fully clothed, and he smashed eggs, runny eggs onto his clothes and body.
Look at me, man. I'm totally covered in eggs, man.
He's grabbing his balls and jerking himself off through his clothes.
I'm totally covered in eggs, man. A dozen. Dropped them down my pants. Right in front of the guy. He watched me do it.
He's jerking himself off over his clothes. The wetness from the yolk is helping him. You can hear the squishiness. Fucking eggs, man. I'm gonna watch your cholesterol, sir. He's got a lot of videos on his channel. Most of them don't have sound. There's another one involving eggs where his whole head is covered with dripping yolk. I've made it today's featured image over there at DistortedView.com and SuperFreakSideshow.com. That particular video we featured many years ago on an episode of Morning Sickness, by the way. All right, moving on with some more egg porn. This is very short, but it's a man shitting out an egg. Uh-oh. One of them cracked. The egg, I think, broke inside of him. That's what you're hearing coming out first. That's okay, though, because he stuck a couple eggs in there. There, right there. Do you hear that? That little pop? That was an egg. Oh, my God. He's got so many of them up there. And another. And another. The next video is kind of a cheat. It's titled Pumped Eggs in Latex. He's referring to his balls when he talks about eggs here. And what he's done is he's grabbed his testicles and pushed them forward and then wrapped some rubber bands and stuff around so they're really popping out. He is into some ball torture, I think. They're so stretched out. They look shiny. I can't tell if those are his balls or if it's like covered in latex. But they are really bulging, right? It gets worse. He then takes a balloon, like a deflated balloon, one that has not been blown up yet. And you know how tight those are, right? He is going to try to stretch that balloon over his balls. I can't imagine how awful that would feel, right? So here he goes. Here he goes. He's trying to stretch that balloon. Oh, no, don't do that. It's going to hurt. He got it over one ball. And now he's going for the second. It hurts. You should stop. No one should make that noise. He sounds like a chicken laying an egg. I feel much better about including this in the egg porn segment. There, he got it on. Oh my God. Oh, they're so tight. He's shaking. What's great is he also films himself taking off the layers of latex and stuff binding his balls. So first, of course, off comes the balloon. Doesn't feel pleasant. he gets... There's one ball out. Okay, he's free of that. Now he's going to try to take some binding, I think, off. Like at the base. One strap comes off. It gets easier, right? Oh. There's like a chain around his balls here. Good God! How many layers are there? All right, so far, this egg stuff has been super gay, right? So let's just rectify that situation. I've got a woman making an omelet in her cunt. She's, I don't know. She's first opening it up with some whisks. There she goes. Now she's put some eggs in there. I think that's eggs. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, oh, there's an actual hard-boiled egg in there. If you listen, you can hear the cracking of the eggs. This is not how you whisk. You don't put the shell in there. Oh. There's a lot going on in that pussy bowl.
Oh.
That pussy mixing bowl of hers. Okay, very good. Are you guys surprised by how many egg-related porn videos there are out there? There's another one.
I want to see me shove an egg in my pussy, too.
Sure! That's why we're all here. This is a big egg. Good God, woman. She got the whole... She's fucking herself with this egg. She gets it all the way in there and then she shits it out. Doesn't make too much of a noise because she knows she's got a loose pussy.
So good.
And finally, a man cracking eggs down his pants and then jerking off with it. He's cracking it there. One egg. Oh, he's pre-cracked some eggs. He's pouring it in his pants now. And this is what it sounds like when he jerks off with it. Oh, Jesus Christ. So wet and juicy. He's masturbating furiously. I bet you it smells like French toast in there. I'd be pouring a little bit of cinnamon, maybe some syrup. Got a party going on. Well, there you go. Some egg pornography for your Easter. And with that, let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist. What the fuck is this guy doing? Farting or something. Let's get into the crazy, bizarre twist. Fucked up news right now. Not a member of the Distorted View Sideshow? Shame on you. Let's rectify that situation right quick. Go to superfreaksideshow.com, sign up, become a true and honorable freak today. When you sign up, you get full access to the entire archive of shows. I've been at this podcast, believe it or not, since December 2004. I'm one of the original podcasters. I mean, podcasting started, in 2003, but no one was doing it, right? Just losers. I ushered in a wave of quality entertainment, and it continues to this day. Sign up, get access to over 3,000 shows, plus every week we do exclusive shows just for paying members. Thursday we did an exclusive show, and Tuesday another exclusive program. Great time to sign up. A lot of you guys are getting your IRS refund taxes. Sign up for a yearly. Memberships start at $6.99 a month, even less when you opt for a quarterly, semi-annual, yearly, or even a lifetime membership. Go to superfreaksideshow.com right now. All right, 3 very quick stories, then we'll get the hell out of here. First up, you may remember the name Botnik Studios. A few years ago, they used AI to write brand new Harry Potter material. So they fed this computer, this neural net or whatever they're called, a bunch of Harry Potter text, and then said, create your own, computer. And then the computer spat out the best-selling title, Harry Potter, and the portrait of what looked like a large pile of ash. That obviously came up with its own title. Here's just a selection. Chapter 13, The Handsome One. The castle ground snarled with a wave of magically magnified wind. The sky outside was a great black ceiling which was full of blood. The only sounds drifting from Hagrid's hut were the disdainful shrieks of his own furniture. Magic! It was something that Harry Potter thought was very good. Leathery sheets of rain lashed at Harry's ghost as he walked across the grounds towards the castle. Ron was standing there and doing a kind of frenzied tap dance. He and Harry immediately began to eat Hermione's family. It's gibberish, but the gibberish kind of makes sense. Well, Botnick Studios is back. This time, they're out to conquer the world of popular music. Ellen O'Brien and her team over there at Botnick Studios created a predictive AI country song entitled You Can't Take My Door. The song was created by training a neural network to learn country music hits and then produce one of its own. The song was then arranged and performed by humans. I've got the song here, and I've heard it, and it's not great. I blame the humans who arranged this shit.
Her daddy was strong and the stars of heaven, and the road was a gambler for a great big bet. He was money, the devil, the crazy strings, and the shot of her lady, and she said...
That doesn't make any sense, but you know, most country music doesn't either.
No, you can't take my door. I don't wanna love you anymore. Won't let my heart be my face. Barbed whiskey good and a whiskey straight.
Barbed whiskey. Barbed whiskey good and whiskey straight. I will say this though, it's rhyming. That's good.
Good and a whiskey straight. No, you can't take my door.
As ridiculous as that sounds, it kind of makes sense. I envision a couple, fighting, breaking up, and, the bitch is like, hey, that TV is coming with me. That's mine. I bought that. And the guy was like, well, the dinette set is mine. You're not taking that. And she's like, fuck you. I'm taking the front door. I refinished it. It should be mine. You can't take my door, bitch.
I wanna be the one to make a living through the jukebox. You say you want me to try to have you close, so I'll be happy. Honky-tonkin' at the bus, the same old crowd is the one who knows. Look at yourself and a hand and a shelf in the wind.
Look at yourself and your hand and a shelf in the wind.
And a hand and a shelf in the wind. Oh, you can't take
Good
my door.
God.
I don't wanna love.
Like if you were at a bar, right, and you were talking with your friends and this music was on, just like a background thing, you probably wouldn't even think anything weird was going on. Just like a standard country song. I mean, you start paying attention to the lyrics, and then you're like, am I drunk? Just me, or do these lyrics not make sense? And then you keep drinking, get even drunker, and you're like, I totally get what this song is trying to say. In October of 2018, Botnick successfully raised money through Kickstarter in order to fund Songularity, an entire album full of songs co-created by humans and machine learning. Now, the album is not out yet, but I do have some more examples of AI neural net songs. In this case, the computer was fed a bunch of Morrissey lyrics, and out came this.
The same thing every day is like a workout for my mind, so I'm a marathon runner in my sorry way. Will I be a wonderful shape after completing P90X?
They must have also fed the computer other stuff. I mean, how else would it know the term P90X? I don't think Morrissey's ever sung about that.
Wasting my money and my overall health on a government scheme designed to push myself to die. I gained an ancient ocean and I cried because I could. Just to see results, I really started to cry.
One more for you. If you're a fan of The Strokes, this is a Strokes-inspired AI piece.
Don't you know this is over?
That song makes the most sense out of all of these. I could kind of get into that one. All right, second story we have for you today. It's a Distorted View news update. You may remember a story we read a while back about a 430-pound man who forced flight attendants to wipe his ass as he moaned in an orgasmic, sensual way. Yes, he moaned in pleasure as they wiped his dirty asshole. The update? He dead. He done died. The American, of course he's an American, 431 pounds. The American, who has not been named, died last month while on a lengthy trip to Koh Samui due to an undisclosed illness. I don't know where Koh Samui is. Airline Ava Air discovered he had passed away as they put plans in motion to ban the traveler from flying with them again. He sent shockwaves across the world when he was accused of forcing cabin crew to strip him down in a cramped toilet and wipe his ass while he moaned with pleasure. The disgusting incident allegedly occurred on an Ava Air long-haul flight. He really should have been on a cargo plane. He was on a long-haul flight from Los Angeles to Taiwan's Taoyuan Airport. A stunned flight attendant told how the hulking passenger boarded the plane on a wheelchair and asked to be given 3 adjoining seats in economy class due to his size. He then demanded to use the plane's business class lavatory as he could not fit in the economy size cubicle. But while in the toilet, he claimed he had an injury to his right hand. That's his good wiping hand. What's a guy supposed to do? Try to use his other hand? No, of course not. Get the flight attendant to wipe his asshole. Yeah, he claimed he had an injury to his right hand that prevented him from undressing, so he demanded cabin crew strip him down so he could relieve himself. The attendant said, "I told him we couldn't help him, but he started yelling. He told me to go in there immediately, and he threatened to relieve himself on the floor." As the passenger's genitals were now exposed, one of my colleagues brought a blanket, which I used to cover his modesty. There was no modesty involved here. He very angrily slapped my hand away, saying he didn't want it and only wanted me to remove his underwear so he could use the toilet. The tourist then asked crew to wipe his butt for him, leading him to groan as the chief attendant fulfilled his request while wearing 3 pairs of latex gloves. The attendant, who was holding on to the passenger to keep him steady, recalled, he said, deeper. Deeper, and then accused my chief attendant of not properly cleaning his backside. Well, you're not going deep enough. Wrap that toilet paper around your finger and just press it in. When you feel resistance, keep going. All right, he said, deeper, deeper, and accused my chief attendant of not properly cleaning his backside, requesting that she do it again. And show me the paper. I don't want to see any brown on it. She said the attendant repeated the action 3 times before leaving, at which point the passenger said, "You can pull my pants back up now." The 2 female flight attendants involved, who both said they were traumatized by the incident. I love that people serving in Afghanistan and these 2 flight attendants are both suffering from the same type of PTSD. All right, they said they were traumatized. They both are now on extended paid leave. By the way, if you're wondering about where this guy died, it's that Koh Samui or whatever. It's a party island. It's the 2nd largest island in Thailand, and it's known for its prostitution and seedy nightlife. It all kind of makes sense, huh? Final story we have for you today. If you live in Illinois, specifically anywhere other than Chicago, how the fuck do you pass the time? There's fuck all to do there, right? Well, the answer is orgies. Lots of sex orgies. It's now resulting in an uptick in STDs. Parties resulting in anonymous sex appear to be driving a spike in gonorrhea cases.
Have you not been to a frat party?
That is how most gonorrhea spreads. All right, this story comes from Rock Falls, Illinois, by the way. So yes, there's been a spike in gonorrhea cases in the first 3 months of this year alone. More cases of the sexually transmitted disease have been reported than in all of 2018. That's according to Emily Davy Gonzalez, a registered nurse for infectious diseases for the health department. There seems to be no common reason for why cases have soared. There's not one specific cause, like there's just one guy spreading it throughout all of Rock Falls, Illinois. We asked them for partner information, and they say they were at parties having anonymous sex.
Have you not been to a frat party?
Yes, I heard you the first time. 21 cases have been reported to the health department this year. The average for an entire year is usually about 20. That's a 375% increase from the year before. Many of those infected reported having anonymous sex with people coming to the area from Rockford and Chicago to attend parties. Frat party. Whether those parties involve drugs or cash in exchange for sex is difficult to determine. There's no connection there yet, and they don't really say what kind of parties they are.
Frat party.
Okay, all right, yes. Maybe frat parties, where they were or anything like that. 8 cases have been reported in people ages 19 to 25, prime gonorrhea ages, and 7 in ages 26 to 34. The rest are either younger or older. Duh. The group has twice as many men than women. That's because the gays who are spreading the gonorrhea. They're sick people, sick, dirty people. The group has twice as many men than women, likely because the symptoms of burning and discharge are worse. You know, there's always fucking shit going on with you ladies, right? Your pussy's always hurting for some reason or another. You don't immediately think, oh, it's gonorrhea. Like, oh, I got a period or a UTI or something. Great. It must be a day that ends in Y, right? All right. Making them more likely to seek treatment. Women are less likely to have active symptoms as well. You women have it so easy. Aside from your period and UTI, all the stuff I just listed there. At this point, all local health officials can really do is just to keep reminding patients to practice safe sex. Boring. Free condoms are also available at the community health clinics. They're coming in for testing, and we treat them right away, and we counsel them, said Davy Gonzalez, who expects the number of cases to continue to increase as more people become aware of their symptoms. Anyone who has had anonymous or unprotected sex, or sex with me, should call their physician or the county's infectious disease department for testing and antibiotic treatment.
My name is Tim Henson. The new face of genital herpes.
Oh, that's right. I'm the new face of herpes, not gonorrhea. If left untreated, gonorrhea can cause permanent and life-threatening problems. It's like they say, mo gonorrhea, mo problems. So stupid. That, my friends, is your distorted news for Friday. Let's do a couple voicemails and get the hell out of here. I love to hear from all of my freaks. If it's been a while since you've called into the voicemail line, or maybe you've been shy, you know I'm always very nice to you people on the phone. Unless you're like a frequent caller, that's when I turn into a dick, kind of. But it's because, you know, I'm familiar with you. 206-666-4463. That's our voicemail line. We also have a special voicemail line just for patrons. We've got a Patreon account, patreon.com/distortedview. You can pledge a couple dollars. That really does help us out as well. And you get access to a special voicemail line. As a matter of fact, I've got one of them calling in.
Haley Comet calling up with another Tim was right, comma, damn it call.
Oh, I like that.
Bonus edition.
My favorite types of calls.
Boyfriend is wrong. Specifically, I'm calling up about your discussions about dandelions and clover.
Yeah, I talked about this, I think, on the Sideshow exclusive program, and, you know, I'm starting to mow the grass again because it's nice outside, and our yard has a lot of dandelions, and I think they're pretty. I think they're flowers. Most people consider them to be weeds. I've got high school friends. I mean, they're not in high school now. I'm not allowed to have high school friends. but friends from high school, and they're obsessed with getting all the dandelions out of their yard and stuff. And I'm like, how are those things any different than what a flower is? It looks exactly like a flower. It's yellow, it blooms, and they're like, oh, it spreads quickly. I'm like, even better. Carpet the whole fucking grass and dandelions. They look really pretty, right? But people, freak out. They consider it to be a weed.
First of all, clover. You know what's becoming a popular alternative to grass as a ground
clovers.
Cover? Because it stays low, is near to zero maintenance, and doesn't need mowing. That's right, clover. You're not only right about that, you are on the leading edge of landscaping.
Thank you.
Now on to dandelions.
What a waste, right? The one thing that I'm intelligent about, it's something so dumb. Yes, I know all of the important trends in grass maintenance.
The only part of a dandelion that is not edible by humans is the flower after it has gone to seed. The roots...
You mean like when it's a big fucking puffball? Who would eat that?
Delicious tea. The young leaves make a spicy addition to salad.
This is why people hate you, Haley's Comet. I don't even know what you're saying, but the way you're saying it, I hate you.
The flower after it has gone to seed.
Listen to him.
The roots make a delicious tea. The young
God, you are so gay.
Make a spicy addition to salad.
Yes, spicy, and a delightful tea.
When they're still yellow,
eating dandelion salad and dandelion tea. You're a dandy fop. That's what you are.
Make marigold tea or provide a dandelion wine, dandelion tea, and a variety of other things.
Dandelion wine. Huh.
I actually am probably the only person on my street who's sad there are no dandelions in my yard. The reason there's no dandelions in my yard is for years I kept pulling them up to feed to my rabbits because the rabbits love dandelions.
He has rabbits. He has rabbits. Of course, Haley's Comet has rabbits.
It's a safe plant to use. It's pretty. It's wonderful. By the way, I've talked to my wife about replacing our lawn with clover.
Is she on board?
With one,
you can't even tell the fucking difference. Like when you're far away, like if you're in a car driving past someone's yard, you can't tell the difference between grass and clovers. It's all just green, a sea of green.
Talk to one of our neighbors with whom we share a sizable hunk of lawn, a sizable border, because the clover would eventually invade their lawn as well, and I need to make certain they're okay with that.
Oh, fuck your neighbors. You do what you want, Haley's Comet. I give you permission. I'm just kidding, by the way. I don't hate you. I do think you're a dandy fop. I'm not really sure what a dandy fop is. I think it just means, like, effeminate.
Hey, boo. So I'm enjoying NPR, and they're talking about information.
No, you're gay, too.
And I think that's one of the reasons I absolutely adore Distorted View Daily.
What? You were giving me a compliment, and I was making fun of you. I'm sorry, what?
So many things are uncomfortable and unpleasant, and
yes.
We do what they call the ostrich effect, where we stick our head in the ground and we're in denial.
Yeah. I feature it prominently on the show.
Boo, the information you do makes me goo. Oh, hey, come on.
Everybody say jagoo. Well, thank you very much, Haley's Comment. I love when he's coherent and makes a good point, or just compliments me. I like that. All right, one more here.
Timothy!
Yes?
Chris the Carpenter here. Long time no see. I haven't been building cabinets for few years now. So
then you call yourself a carpenter.
I don't really have an iPod in my ears 9 hours a day. But
do you have an Amazon Echo? Because you could just be like, hey, Alexa, play the most recent episode of Distorted View Daily. And she'll be all like, okay, I'll do that for you, bitch.
Are you still making this fucking show?
Oh, shut up, Alexa!
Like, for fuck's sake, dude. Like, get a job!
I know. Well, thanks for calling in to tell me you don't listen to the show and you're not even sure if I'm alive. I just called this number, the last number I knew that, would reach you. That makes me feel great. Thank you. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. I don't like ending on that voicemail. Maybe we should end on a different one. This is Russian roulette here. Could be a better voicemail, or it could be 10 times worse. Let's see if I get shot.
Timothy, Chris Carpenter here.
No!
Long time no see.
No, did he call in twice? He knows my rules on that. He did call in twice, little asshole. Try this. Oh. See? You know what I mean? I should have stopped with Chris the Carpenter. Someone's shitting. Well, I think that'll do it. That is all the time we have on this edition of the show. Why don't you guys email me? show@distortedview.com. Distortedview.com is our official website. Voicemail line for you. 206-666-4463. That's 206-660-GOD is in. Oh, God.
We all know what jungle juice is. Had we been to a frat party?
Who? Spread the distortion, STD. Tell all your friends about the podcast. Don't forget to rate us and review us on iTunes. Thank you guys so much for a great week of programs. Happy Easter if you celebrate that. I will see you back on Monday to start a new week of programs. Until then, have a great day. Bye, everybody! What are you doing this weekend?
It's just gonna be another boring Easter. My family's coming over. I'm making a ham. Grandma will probably want to go to church.
Did you forget something?
I don't think so.
America's largest Easter egg hunt is right in your backyard!
I forgot about the yolk hunt!
Caldezaville's 13th annual yolk hunt!
I love yolk hunt!
Everyone loves yolk hunt! There's so much to see and do! Get your picture taken with Muffy the bunny, if you can find her!
Where's Muffy?
Looks like she's hiding in that ball pit!
We're gonna have to jump in!
That's right, go muff diving!
I'm hungry!
Stop by the food fair, Taste of Yolk Hunt. All of your favorites in colorful Easter colors. Pink tacos, fuzzy peaches, salty bacon holes, fishy clam strips.
They're favorites with the Yolk Hunt twist. Where is Yolk Hunt?
Yolk Hunt stretches deep into the Furburg Meadows, right off of Route 63. Admission is limited. Last year, thousands of people were packed in Yolk Hunt, so get here early. The first 100 people at the gate will receive a Yolk Hunt is my passion t-shirt.
Yolk Hunt is bigger and better than ever.
Not only that, we're stretching Yolk Hunt out with expanded hours Friday through Sunday. Yolk Hunt, fun for all.